I'm not a Buddhist, but I like to think that I can live in the moment as much as they can. After studying Buddhism with Mr. Squires, I feel like I can better understand what's true about the world, and I can understand when those moments happen to me. Like when I'm on stage, I've been acting for ages, I've been in plays since 5th grade, and I've never known really why I liked them. Why I liked to be on stage, why I liked everything. I always thought it was just the rush and just being in front of people and having this great experience. But I think it might be more than that after studying Buddhism. Now I can appreciate how when I'm on stage, it's like the world melts away. And it's just me playing my character. It's really just my character doing what needs to get done to keep the play going, and that's what needs to happen in that moment. And I feel like that's what's really important about Buddhism, is experiencing what is true. And once you start experiencing what is true, you can better appreciate it and understand it in other parts of your life. When I was on stage a few weeks ago for a Shakespeare production, I had just rushed on stage, and it only took me about 3 full seconds to realize that the people who were supposed to come on weren't going to come on, and that I was going to have to improv. So, out in front of the audience, no idea what to do, I started making up the Shakespearean monologue of just asking questions and doing whatever I could just to keep the audience from noticing that something had happened that wasn't supposed to happen. And it wasn't until after that I realized how in the moment I had been. I wasn't angry. I didn't have time to be angry. I didn't have the time to worry about anything or be upset that everything wasn't going as planned. All I had time to do was trying to keep the play moving forward and just keep going. And that's all I knew in that moment, and that's what needed to get done. And so I did it. And now I can fully appreciate how I can bring that into other aspects of my life. And I think that other people can too. I would tell everybody to figure out what makes you happy and figure out why. I feel like a lot of people have illusions about themselves or about why they love or hate or anything, what they do. And after studying Buddhism, I feel like I can really get to the bottom of why I love what I love and why I hate what I hate. And I feel like I'm better able to appreciate that and maybe try and look at it from different perspectives and trying to see what's really true about everything that's happening to me. And I wouldn't have been able to fully appreciate that if I hadn't studied Buddhism. Now I can take those moments in the play where I do my monologue, something doesn't go as planned, I improvise, and then when we get back on track, I move on, and I don't think about it. I think about what's going on. I can take those moments and apply them to into my other life of schoolwork and just being just a person in the world and not playing a character, being myself. And I feel like after understanding that, I can better able to appreciate what's true about my math test, about how I don't know a problem. So I do what I can, I do what needs to get done to give me the results that I want, I do what I can, and then I move on. And I think about the next problem, which are all experiences that I've had on stage. And I feel like since that's one of the only times where I know that I'm completely there, I'm not off thinking about if I'm hungry or thinking about who is there in the audience or what they're saying or what they're thinking of me. I'm just portraying my character, and that's what I love about it. Now I can bring that into my other lives and into my other experiences, and I can better appreciate what's true about them. And instead of being completely upset and angry over something, I can figure out why and get to the bottom of how I feel in regular life. And I feel like if everybody did that, we would have deeper relationships, and we would have a better relationship with what's true, and we wouldn't have all of these illusions or masks or just being hung up on what things should have been, what they could have been, or what they would have been, because you can't affect that. You can only deal with what's right there, true in the moment. And if more people study Buddhism, I feel like they could better appreciate each moment as it is, as I can now.